This is a 360-degree video tour of a campground, and it doesn't display properly on a television. So don't watch this on your TV. Switch to a computer, a phone, or a tablet. It's worth it for the view. Go ahead and grab your phone. We'll wait.
Hey, good day everyone, and welcome to another 360 Park Tours. This time we're at Sandbanks Provincial Park. This is a big one, guys. There's tons to look at, lots of different campgrounds to see, so stick with me and don't forget to like and subscribe the video. It really helps the channel. Don't forget to share this with your friends who love camping. So anyway, let's get on with the park tour. We're going to start with Cedars. No, we'll start at number 1 in the Woodlands, Outlet River Campgrounds. We got it straight now, thanks. Okay, so we're just about to hit Outlet River Campground. First site on our left-hand side. And site number 2 on the left-hand side as well. Site number 3 coming up on our left. Now the ground cover here is mostly sand from what I can see. So, wow, that's just gorgeous. Take a look at that view, everyone. Gorgeous beaches. That's what they're known for here at Sandbanks, obviously. Okay. So we're taking a look at Site 6 here on the left-hand side. Site 7 coming up on our left as well. Due to the beaches, it looks like there's no sites on the right-hand side here. Site 8 and 9 coming up on our left. And we got Site 10 here. These are fairly open sites, look to be pretty decent as far as sun cover. Site 11 and 12 here on our left-hand sides. All right, sites 13 and 14 coming up on the left again. I know that there's a lot of equipment on many of these sites, but at least it gives you an idea of where they're located within the park. It gives you a reference to, oh wow, this one's right across the water. That's gorgeous. What a view. All right, we got sites 18 to 86 coming up. All right, so site 18 on the right-hand side, and site 19 coming up on our left, site 20 on the right, site 21 on the right-hand side. Again, ground cover is sand everywhere, guys. Site 23 on the right and 22 on your left. Site 24 coming up. What a background. Just sand dunes everywhere. Love it. Okay, site 25 and 26 here. We got site 27 and 28. Site 29 and 30 on the left and right. Got some vault toilets here. A couple of them actually. We've got sites 31 and 32 kind of tucked in between these vault toilets. We also have site 33. What a view from here. Wow. Site 33 is gorgeous. Site 34 seems to be quite level, and site 35 again. What a view. Sites 36 and 37. All the sites on the right-hand side just seem to have gorgeous views of the water. Really can't complain about that. There's a pathway to the beach here, and we got some additional parking coming up here on the right-hand side. There's also handicap parking, which is excellent. 39 on the left-hand side. Okay, we're gonna take around this loop. Not loop. Okay, so we're getting away from the water. The ground cover here looks to be more typical of camping, leafy, dirt, pine needles, that kind of thing. Okay, we got site 40 and 41. Right next to a vault toilet. Oh, gotta love these Volkswagen pop-up tents. All right, site 42 on the right-hand side, and site 43. Site 43 is a little unlevel, but there is potable water here on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side is site 44. Site 46 on the right. And 47 on the left-hand side. Site 48 coming up on the right. Alrighty, site 49 coming up on our right. It is right across from a vault toilet. Okay, we got site 50 coming up on the right-hand side and site 51 on the left. Site 52 and 53 and 54. Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. Site 55 coming up on the right-hand side. And 56 on our left. 57 coming up as well. Morning. Okay, we have vault toilets coming up on our left-hand side here. Site 58 coming up on the left. '59 and 60 on our right and our left. Okay, we got some potable water here on the left-hand side, and site 61 on the right, 62 on our left. Looks to be quite level here as well, guys. Site 63 looks to be pretty nice. Site 64 on our left. Lots of room there. Got vault toilets here on our left-hand side. No. And site 67 on our right. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of spots that I missed, so I'm gonna loop around. Okay, we have a site 111 here, and site 110. That one looks to be fairly private. We've got comfort station here on the left-hand side. All right, I'm gonna hang it right here and I'm gonna hit these sites. We're looking at site 88 to 108. Okay, we got site 88 on the left-hand side. Got 89 and 90 coming up on our left and our right. We're back to the sand ground cover. You might be able to give yourself a little bit more of a level area due to the sand. Got sites 91 and 92 on the right hand side here. I'm going to pull over for this vehicle. Right. We got sites 93 and 94 coming up here on the right and on the left hand side. It's okay. It's okay, no problem. Site 95 on the right hand side. And we got site 96 coming up on our left. And site 97 coming up on the right. Site 99 as well, and 98. Looks nice. Okay. Site 101, 102, and 103, as well as Site 100 here, all clustered. Okay, we've got vault toilets here on our left-hand side. Site 105 on the right. Definitely not the most level site I've seen. We got Site 106 and 107 coming up on our left and right. Okay, Site 108 is right beside a vault toilet. I think what I'm going to have to do here is whip up this street here. Let's just take a look at which one we're at right here. We're at Site 5 again. All right. Okay. Let's see. We are checking out Site 86. We've got 86 on the right-hand side. We've also got a vault toilet here on the right. Site 84, 85 on the right and the left-hand side. Hello, have fun. All right. Site 83 and 82 on the left and right-hand sides. These sites are back to typical leafy ground cover. Site 80 and Site 81. Got Site 79 here. Site 78. Looks like we're coming up to a dead end, but I'll just turn around. And Site 76 coming up on the right-hand side here. I got Site 77. And well, that's a pretty decent site. All right, we're going to turn around. Let's go this way. All right. We have Site 75 on the right-hand side. Site 73 on your left. Coming up on the right-hand side, Site 74. Well, that's pretty level. All right. We're heading up here. This is Site 113 on the right-hand side. We've got potable water on your left. Got Site 114 coming up on the right. Site 115 on your right-hand side. And Site 116 coming up on the right. And Site 117. Okay, so I'm going to make note here. Sites 117 to 152 are closed for construction. Normally, if a gate is closed and it's still accessible via foot or bike, I would go, but since it's construction, I'm going to have to come back and get this on another day. So we'll proceed to sites 153 to 178. Some of these sites aren't as well labeled, unfortunately, so my apologies. I can't call them all out, but we're at site 153 here on the right-hand side. And we've got site 154. All right, there's some small loops which I'll hit in a little while. And we're at site 174 on the right-hand side. 175 on our left. So there's a number of electric sites here, as you can tell. Got the comfort station on the right hand or left hand side, pardon me, and site 177 coming up on our left. Sites 177, 176. And 175, all on the right-hand side. We got site 173 here on the right. And site 155 coming up on our left-hand side. Site 156 on the right. Site 157 coming up on our right-hand side. Looks to be a pretty good size. Lots of flat level ground for a big RV. On the left-hand side, we've got site 158. Now I know there's a mixture of different sites here, electrical and non-electrical. Got site 162 here on the right-hand side. All right, I'm going to loop around again and catch the ones that I missed. There we go. I missed this one. We'll go here. All right. We've got sites 172, 171, 170. Nice quiet sites in here. Site 169, 167, and 168 on the left-hand side here. 166 and 165. All right, we are going to go up this little pathway. We got site 160 on the left-hand side. Got site 161 on the left-hand side. Got a nice panoramic Class B there. Okay, so we're going to hit the outlet River B, sites 179 to 270. And first thing I'm going to do is hit the small loop in the very beginning of outlet River B, which is all the electric pull-through sites. Those hold sites 179 to 189. So these are not a heck of a lot of privacy on these sites, but super easy to park, super easy to set up. They're normally quite level usually lots of electric. So I'm just doing the outer loop here because ultimately you can see all the sights from this vantage point. There's always a challenge trying to keep these videos as short as possible because they do get pretty long at times, but I don't want to miss any areas either. All right, so we're gonna cut through the grass here. And sorry about the bumpy footage. Okay, so we're gonna hit sites 190 to 260. Site 190 on the right hand side, and site 191 coming up on our right. Site 192 on the right hand side. Site 193 and 195. 195 is a walk-up site. You have to park and tent camp up quite a little staircase. We've got some vault toilets here on the left-hand side, and we've got site 196 again up some makeshift stairs. So just be aware you'd be parking off-site. Site 197, same thing, and 198 looks to be the same kind of idea. I'm not sure where you park on site 198. Site 199, same idea, and 200. Again, same kind of idea. Room for parking a car on most of those sites. Site 201 is the same sort of setup. A little bit of a larger parking area on that one though. Site 202 on the right hand side, same idea, but a decent size parking spot for you there. Site 203 coming up on the right hand side. This one does not have stairs, but does have quite an incline. We also have potable water right by that site, and we're now at site 204. Very small site. 205 up a bit of a hill. Got site 206 on the right hand side here. And site 207. Okay, we're back to sand ground cover for a lot of these areas. We have vault toilets here on the right hand side. And site 209 coming up on the right. That's not a bad site. Not a bad site at all. Site 210 on our left. We've got site 211 on the right hand side. Coming up 212 on our right. Not a bad little site, fairly level. Looks to be pretty private. Got site 213 on the left hand side, up quite a hill, and 214. Got site 215. Got some parking area. But you've got to go upstairs to get to that one. Site 216, down a slight incline to a nice level spot. 217 looks pretty level as well. That's site 218 here on the right hand side. And 219 coming up on the right. Site 220 is right beside some potable water. Not a bad little site, fairly level. Site 221. Not a lot of privacy, but nice and level, fairly large. But sounds like right next to a roadway. Bugs are actually not terrible at all today so far. I'm quite impressed, to be honest with you. It's always Always an issue when you're out camping if you don't wear bug spray, and I don't wear bug spray a lot. So it looks like you got some access to water here. Don't know if you're supposed to use this as a any kind of a launch. Certainly not for a boat launch, but you may want to use it for a kayak or something. Okay, we're going to loop back up here and get the other sites. Okay, we've got site 223 coming up on our left-hand side, up quite a hill there. 224 on the right-hand side. Pretty level, fairly small site, but I'm sure you can make it work. Got site 225 coming up here on the right-hand side. Fairly level. There's a few unlevel spots, but lots of room for tents. Okay, we've got vault toilets here on the left-hand side. Site 226 on our left. 227 on our left-hand side as well. Fairly small site. And we've got potable water on the right-hand side. Good morning. And site 228 on our left. Right next to some vault toilets. Sites 229 and 230 on our left and right-hand sides. These look like pretty decent sites. Good size. Got site 231 coming up on the left-hand side. Somebody's just vacating. And site 232 on our right-hand side. And 233 coming up on the right as well. Site 234 looks to be a little recessed. Looks to be some extra sites there. We'll have to check those out as well. Oh, let's do it now. Let's do it now. I think this is the little loop that I need to take. Okay, we have some potable water here on the right-hand side, and we've got site 235 on our left. Lots of tree roots in the ground, and site 237 on the right, and 236 on our left-hand side. It's right beside water, or the outlet river, I should say. Okay, we have some vault toilets here at the end. This is a little loop. I'm just going to whip through this loop, and then we're going to have to go back in the same direction. Site 238 here on the right-hand side. You get a lot more privacy over here because there's nobody else around you, really. Okay. All right, we're going to keep going. Outlet River B. Now, don't forget, take a look at the telemetry data posted on the video. You can always get a good sense as to where you are in the park. And if you need to pause the video to look around, please remember you can do that. Okay, got one site up the hill there. There's quite a few sites that are difficult to access for vehicles. There's a few in here that are accessible by trailer. It's like 245 and 246. 246 has a trailer on it, so there are a few sites that can manage fitting a trailer. Okay, we've got the comfort station coming up on our left-hand side here. Comfort station looks to be in really good shape. Got site 250 on our left-hand side. And site 251 and 252 on our right and our left-hand sides. Got site 253 coming up on our left-hand side. Site 254 and some potable water We also have site 255. Ooh, that one has lots of parking, but is definitely challenging to access. Okay, we got site 256 on the right-hand side. Again, lots of parking on this one. Okay, we got site 258 coming up on our left-hand side. 259 and 260 on our left as well. You can see there's little access paths throughout the campground area just to get into different parts of the sites. All right, so we're going to go in this direction here, and then we're going to go left. We're going to hit sites 261 and 270. Okay, 261 on the right-hand side. Pretty small, not overly level. 262 looks to be a little bit of a better option for sure. Site 263 on the right-hand side. Lots of room for tents. Site 264 on the right-hand side. Ooh, that's definitely up a bit of a hill. And site 265 on the right. Site 266. Kind of a mix of sand and dirt on that site, but it looked relatively level. Site 267 is a pretty decent site. Kind of unlevel in some spots, but lots of room for tents. Okay, got another site here on the left-hand side. Don't have a marker for it, but 268 on the right-hand side. All right, here's the marker. 269 on our left. That's a pretty decent site. Looks to be pretty big, actually. And site 270 on our right-hand side. Okay, so we're looping around, and that's really it for this section of this campground. So we'll catch you on the next one. All right, so we're starting at site 271 here on the right-hand side. Fairly small site. And site 272 on the left-hand side. Site 273 on the right. Pretty small spot, but and site 274. Okay, we've got vault toilets on the left-hand side there. Had to think about what that was called for a moment. All right, site 275 on the right-hand side. Okay, keep in mind this is all, I believe this is all non-electric. Sites 278 and 277, 279 coming up on the right-hand side. Looks like it's rained quite a bit over the last few days or so. Site 281 on the right-hand side and 282. Sites 283 on the left and 284 on the right. Kind of hard to see some of these sites, but we are at virtually full capacity at Sandbanks. So site 286 on the right-hand side and 285 on your left. Site 288, we've also got potable water on the right-hand side. Site 291 on your left and 290 on your right-hand side. site 294 on your left. Got a vault toilet here on the right hand side, and sites 293 and 295 on the right hand sides. Well, it looks like to be some pretty good sites. Excuse me. Again, they are smaller. They are obviously intended for tent camping as it's non-electric. 297 and 296 on the right hand side here. Alright. We've got site 300 on the right and site 302 up on the right hand side here. Again, lots and lots of people here today, which is great to see. Site 304 on the left hand side. Nope, I took a wrong turn. Sorry, guys. All right, we're gonna keep going. Site 306 on the left-hand side, and 305 and 307. Ooh, right beside each other. So what I'm seeing on most of these sites is non-electric, quite level actually, and however, I will say the sites are fairly small, but that's typically what you do get when you're looking for tent camping. Not huge sites. Okay, so we got site 310 coming up on the right hand side. That one looks like a pretty nice site actually. Nice and level. It opens up quite a bit. Site 311 on your right, also very large, looks good. Got site 312 on the right hand side and 313 coming up on our left. Alright, we got site 315 on the right hand side. And site 317 is right across from some vault toilets. Got site 316 on the right. Looks nice and level. Relatively level at least. Site 318 coming up on the right. It's a beautiful day today. Site 319 on the right hand side. And we got site 320 coming up on our right. All right. Got site 321 on the left-hand side. And 322 on our left. 329 and 323 on our left and our right. All right, we're gonna move over because I see a car coming. We're gonna let the car pass. Apparently they were disowned. All right. Coming up on our right-hand side is site 325. It's a nice site, nice and level. Site 324 on our left-hand side. And site 326, again on the left. It seems like a lot of people have tarps up, so it definitely must have rained quite a bit over the last few days. Okay, site 328 on the right-hand side and site 327 on our left. Okay, we've got some additional parking here on the right-hand side for Cedars Campground. And I'm just going to loop back around here. I'm going to have to cross over a section we've already done to get to the next pathway. So while I'm riding through an area we've already seen, I do want to take this opportunity to just remind everybody that I post the telemetry data you know, in the 360 video, so you can see things like my current location within the park, the slope of the road, and just a few other details, time and date, etc. So, okay, we've already gone this way. I'm going to take this next pathway. We're going to take a look at sites 330 to 352. All right, so there's the vault toilet on the right-hand side. We've got site 330 on the right as well. That's a pretty nice spot. Got site 331 on our left. And site 333 and 332 on the right and the left-hand side. We've also got a potable water source here right next to site 334. And we got site 335 on the right-hand side. So it looks like we've got our comfort station just in the center of Cedars Campground. And we've got site 338, 339, and 340 all clustered together right here. Looks quite nice though. Okay. So on the right-hand side, if we wanted to get to the comfort station, we could. All right, we've got site 342 coming up on the right-hand side, and site 344 coming up on our left. Site 345 on the right as well. Sorry, behind you. It's all right. Site 347 on the right-hand side, and site 346 on your left. Site 348 and 350 on our right and left. Oh, we've also got site 349 here. Site 349 looks a little bit not so level. Site 351 on our left looks to be pretty good. Got some privacy. You can park in front. Site 352 is right across from a vault toilet here. All right, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of a loop around again. But we'll get the next pathway in just a few moments. So we're at Sandbanks Provincial Park. A couple of details here real quick. Sandbanks is currently, as of 2026, is rated within the top 3 parks within Ontario. And site 353 on the left-hand side, and site 354 coming up on the right. So Sandbanks has upwards of 1 million visitors annually. So it's hugely popular. Site 355 on the left-hand side, and I'm thinking 356 on the right. 357 coming up on our left. Good morning. We've got potable water here on the left-hand side as well. Okay, site 358, nice and private. You could park here and get yourself all kinds of privacy on that one. Hello. Site 359 on the right-hand side looks to be pretty level as well, and is also right across from a vault toilet. Got 361 on the right-hand side. Got some hammocks up there. That's wonderful to see. Site 360 on the left. Ooh, that's a nice level site. Okay, site 362 on the right-hand side. Looks to be quite nice as well. And site 363 on the right. Good morning. Site 363 looks quite nice, actually. All right, so I'm going to let's see. I think I'm gonna have to turn around here and go up to the comfort station, actually. All right, let's do that. We're gonna finish off Cedars Campground. Morning. campsite. Looks like we've got the comfort station here. Wonderful. This one looks like it's kept in very good condition, very clean it looks like. All right, so I think that's it for Cedars Campground. We'll catch you on the next campground. All right, so we've got Woodlands Campground, which holds sites 600 to 739. And let's go take a look at that, but before we do, there's your view that everyone comes to Sandbanks for. Okay, so this is the first section of Woodlands. We do have recycling, waste disposal area, and trailer sanitation station is all right in this area here. So nice and convenient right at the entrance exit for you. Okay, we're gonna go to site 600 to 687 first. All right, so let's do 600 to 641. Do the first loop here. There are a number of loops in Woodlands Campground. So we'll just hit all of them. Here's some additional parking for this first section of the park. Okay, first thing I'm noticing about this campground is it's much more open and great for very large rigs. As you can see, we're at site 600, 601, and 602. Lots of room for large rigs. Lots of room for parking. Not as much tree cover though. Site 604 on the right hand side and 605 on the right as well. Got site 606 on our left. Site 607 and 608 on the left and right. Again, these are perfect sites for any kind of an RV or trailer. Site 609, 610 on the left-hand side, 611, 612, and 613 on our right. These look like there's a few in here that have some nice tree cover. So site 614 on the right-hand side looks to be quite nice and level. We got site 615 and 616. Kind of liking the quiet in here because of the trees. Site 618 on our left-hand side. Got potable water here. Site 619 and site 620 just across from each other. And site 622 on our left-hand side. 621 on the right. Looks pretty good, nice and level. There's no crazy hills in this section of the park. It does seem to be really quite level in general. The sites seem to be quite a bit larger here. Obviously, these are electric sites. These are intended for RVs. We have potable water here on our left-hand side. Site 626 on our right. Site 627 and 628 on the left and right here.
Another 5 hours.
Site 629 on the left-hand side. Oh. Site 630 on the right. And site 631. Okay, we got potable water on the left-hand side here. And it looks to be a comfort station on the right. Site 632 and 633 are right across from the comfort station. I get the feeling that comfort station is probably shared with a couple of different loops or the entire campground, but I'm not sure yet. So we've got site 635 on the left-hand side, site 636 and 637 on the right and left. We've just left the tree area, as you can see, but we still have nice large sites. These are all electric. Got potable water here. Ooh, right by this site. That's actually pretty nice. 639 and 638. Again, these are intended for RVs, larger rigs, but hey, anybody who books the spot can get it. All right, we're going to continue on to the next loop. I think I mentioned this earlier, but there is additional parking here on the left-hand side. Let's go to the next section. Okay. Got a little pathway there and some additional parking here on our left-hand side for this campground, this loop. Got site 643 and 642 on the left and right-hand side. These are electric sites as well. Some of them are, at least. We have potable water here on the left-hand side. And got site 644 and 645 on the right and the left-hand side. These are electric sites as well. And site 646 looks to be a pretty good size as well. Got site 647 and 648 on the right and the left-hand side. Got some twinkle lights up, gotta love that. All right. Looks to be access to the comfort station here from this loop, the same comfort station we pointed out earlier. Okay, we have potable water here on the left-hand side, right beside site 650. And we have site 651 on the right-hand side. So this is quite lovely, this area. Got a bunch of large trees, lots of shaded areas. So for anyone who's looking for solar or Starlink, maybe not a great place, but the sites are beautiful. We got site 654, 655 and 656 here. Okay, we have potable water here on the right-hand side, right across from site 657 and beside 658. Site 659 here on the left-hand side. Site 660 on the right. That site should give you some privacy because it's kind of as far away from people as you can get in this section. Site 662 on the right-hand side and 663 on your left. These look to be pretty good sized sites. All right, site 665 and 664 on the left and the right-hand side. Ooh, I don't know why I'd want that site, 666. But it's right across from some potable water. All right, looks like we have some likely flush toilets there right across from site 667 and 668. It may just be vault toilets, but I believe they're flush toilets. We also have the Woodlands trail that cuts through this section of the campground. Okay, we've got site 669 and 670 on the outer portion of the loop. Site 671 looks to be quite nice. 672 and 673, also pretty level, quite nice. Site 674 and 675. 675 might get some privacy if you park your rig in the front. Site 676. is quite nice, quite level, and you have potable water here. Site 677 and 678. Oh, 678's got a little muddy water puddle in front. Typically, in my experience, that just seems to happen when there's obviously a low spot. Oh, I thought there was somebody coming. Okay, we've got site 680 on the left-hand side. Site 681 gives you some privacy. Site 682 on your left. These are definitely some decent-sized sites. And 683 on the right-hand side. Again, looks to be quite nice. Okay, it looks like we've got a small comfort station here. And again, we're cutting through the Woodland Trail. Site 684 on the right-hand side. It's a pretty nice site. Got some potable water here on the right-hand side, across from site 685. We got a Road Trek 190 on site 686. Okay, we are coming up towards the end of this loop. We're at site 687. So we're going to continue on to the next loop. All right. So remember, you can take a look, pause these videos anywhere you want to. You can look around in all directions, or if you prefer, you can just look around while we're moving. It works that way as well. Remember, the best viewing for these videos is on a mobile device. You can do it on a computer, a laptop, a Mac. Some TVs can support 360 videos, but not all. Okay, on the right hand side here, we've got additional parking for this section of the campground. Okay, I'm gonna stay to the outside of this loop here, and I'm gonna catch the final section at the very end. All right, here's the comfort station, and we're going into the trees again, which I love. Okay, we have got site 688 on the right hand side. As I said, we're going to stick to the outside. We're going to go to 688 to 717. So here's site 689, 690 and 691 across from each other on the left and right. Again, remember, please, these are electric sites. Great for trailers, RVs, car camping, or tent camping if you just need electricity. We've got site 694 on the left-hand side. We've got potable water here on the right. Site 695 on the right. And site 696 coming up on our left-hand side. Site 697 on our left. I don't know if you saw that mother blowing some bubbles for her kid, but love that kind of thing. When you go out camping, that's the type of thing that you want to be doing with your kids. Get back to basics. Okay, we've got site 700 on the left-hand side and site 701 on the right. Hello. Site 702 on our right-hand side. Looks a little smaller for sure. And site 703. That one's a nice one. It's pretty level, actually. Site 704 is also a nice site. Okay, we got site 705 coming up on the right-hand side, and looks to be hopefully some flush toilets. May just be vault toilets, but either way, restroom break spot for you. Site 707 and 708 on the right and left-hand sides here. Again, these sites look really quite nice. Site 709 coming up on the right-hand side. Looks to be quite recessed. You have a little ground cover on the ground to give you some little privacy. Site 711 and 712 on the left and the right hand sides coming up. And site 713 is right across from some potable water. We've got site 714 on the right hand side, and 715 and 716. Okay, we're obviously come out of the trees here, so this is perfect if you're looking for solar. Site 717 on the left hand side there. And we got site 720 and 721 on the left hand side and the right hand side here. 722 on the left and site 723. We've got potable water here on the right hand side, right beside site 724 and 725. These look like they're more geared towards tent camping, but if you can fit your rig on it, there is electricity. Site 726 on the right hand side. Nope. And site 727 on your right hand side. 728 looks to be kind of a pull through here. And site 729 and 730 are quite level. To be nice spots. 731 is right across from some potable water. We got potable water right on the site 732 basically, and right across from 733. Site 734 and 735. Site 736, 737, and 738 coming up on our right hand side. And 739 is right across from the comfort station. All right, so I'm just going to loop through a section I've already been just to get the final section of this portion of the park for you. We're going to be looking at sites 718 to 735 here. That seems like a large number here. All right, let's see. Got Freedom Express there at site 718. And we got site 719 here. Okay, we've already seen these. So I think that's it for Woodlands, guys. We're going to head over to the next campground, so we'll see you in a little bit. All right, we're just about to hit West Lake Campground. Okay. So it looks like we've got our fill stations on the right and the dump stations on the left, entering the park. All right, we got 800 to 825. These are electric sites on the right hand side. We're just going to do the quick loop. Okay, these look like they are kind of like not a lot of tree coverage, but great for large rigs. These look like mostly, or if not all, pull-through sites. Quite easy to park. That's site 804 on the left-hand side. 805 and 806 on the right-hand side and left-hand side. Got site 808 and 807 on the left-hand and right-hand sides. You definitely have a little more privacy in this area. These trees give you some more. Site 810 on the left and 809 on the right-hand side. Got site 814 here on our left, 811 on the right. Looks like we've got some toilets coming up here straight ahead for this section of the park. Looks to be likely flush toilets. Site 812 and 813 on the left and right hand sides. So these sites would be great if you are looking for solar or if you were looking to have Starlink coverage. There's not a lot of tree cover up high. You do have some smaller trees for some privacy. And we've got site 818 and 817 on the left and right hand side. We've got site 820 on the left and 819 here on the right hand side. Site 822 and 821. I know you guys can read the numbers, but please note I also do chapter marker all of my videos, so try to give you guys a good, easy way of finding the site you're looking for. We've got site 825 on the left-hand side. I believe this is 824. We got a cyber beast over there. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think of cyber trucks. They're very polarizing, that's for sure. Okay, got a little bit of some nasty smells coming around from somewhere. Anyway, we're going to take a look at the next loop. We've got a very nice looking comfort station here on the left hand side, and it looks to be an EV charging post as well. It's a paid charger, but it's nice to have those. We've got some additional parking here on the right hand side. All right, we've got site 827 coming up on the right and 826 on our left-hand side. These look to be pull-through sites for the most part as well. Many, if not all, are electric. You got 828 and 829 on the left and right-hand sides. Site 830 and 831. Again, not a ton of privacy in this area, but you want to be at Sandbanks, sometimes you have to take what you can get. All right. And the sites do look quite level. Oops. Sorry about the audio there. I think I was just playing with the mic. They do look quite level, and most of the ground cover where your rig is going to go looks to be mostly gravel. So some people love gravel. Okay, site 838 on the left-hand side. And we've got some potable water here right beside site 839. We also have some flush toilets here coming up on our right-hand side. All right, site 840 and 841 here. All these sites look very similar as far as quality, level, and very similar as far as basically all aspects. There's little tree coverage in this area. You have some privacy, but not a ton. But if you've got a really large rig, this is probably the place to come. We got site 846 on your left-hand side and 847 coming up on the right. Site 848 and 849 coming up on the right. We have potable water here as well, right across from site 850. We got site 852 here on our left, and site 851 coming up on the right. Again, I really hope the audio is not too terrible. It's really quite windy today, and I'm obviously moving on my bike, so I hope the audio is good for you guys. All right. All right, we're gonna turn up to the next section of this portion of the campground. We are at site 853 on the right-hand side. Not going to comment too much about these sites as they are all very similar as far as I said earlier, excellent for large rigs. We've got site 855 and 856 here. .857. We've got some potable water here right by site 856. We've got site 859 here on the left-hand side. 858 and 861 across the way. Got site 860 here. It's an interesting place for the marker, but this is site 860 and site 863 across from it. Site 862 here on the right hand side. Now we have vault or flushable toilets coming up on our right hand side here. Seems to be very consistent throughout the park. This is where they are located in these loops. We got site 864 here on the right hand side and site 867 on our left. Site 869 on the left hand side and 868. We've got some potable water here as well. Site 870 and 871 on the right and left here. And we've got site 873 on our left and 872 right across from it. Well, I'm going to take a quick whip by the recycling center. Here's a recycling center. And we already mentioned the fill station and the dump station on the opposite side of the road here.
You still here? Wow. Well, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe because we're going to hit as many parks as we can in Ontario.